12 rounds. Obey my commands. Good luck. Touch gloves. Let's go to work.
Canelo has fast hands when he lets go.
Body shot by Canelo. This body attack. Now Shane comes back to the body himself. Getting a feel for each other's body language as the round goes on. First left hook for Canelo.
And I don't think he's going to be able to hold off Canelo with the kind of punches that he's throwing.
Body shots.
In order to get some respect from Canelo, because
allowing Mosley to take the lead in the fight and looking for opportunities to do that.
Interesting observation by Naz Richardson, Mosley's trainer, that Canelo, he believes that he can't fight. Part of you wonders if Canelo is showing a little bit too much respect for this version of Mosley.
Or there's the jab, and he landed it flush on Mosley's face. And there's the left hook to the body, followed by the left hook upstairs. And now, finally, Canelo is beginning to put a physical imprint on the fight. This is the intensity which has made him a star in Mexico.
From this pad work thing, they just do enough to make contact. To talk every time he punches.
I love the poise and the confidence. He's so comfortable in the ring.
Virtually said when you put all of them together, that
again, the official record is 39-0-1.
In few minutes.
Against Shane Mosley, and in the second round, Canelo Alvarez began to step it up. His CompuBox numbers found him landing 27 out of 51 punches. Mosley trying to get a boxing rhythm going against Canelo Alvarez. Alvarez alternately laying back and sometimes stepping forward and landing hard shots like that right hand on the face of Mosley. These body shots are designed to test the older fighters. His fans will all say, oh no, Shane's going to finish the fight. He's Shane Mosley. But Canelo may be very special.
Your head.
Disappointed when you hit him. Sometimes when you hit him. Does that affect judges in your view?
pressure on his face, he just, to me, I was just getting ready to say that he's
a higher level of urgency for Canelo. That
accidentally butt heads or whether it's from a blow.
See clearly in a replay that it was a headbutt.
Here we see actually what caused the cut. Accidental headbutt.
How deep is that cut?
With that uppercut and that right hand and that left hook, it's a no decision. Once it goes beyond 4 rounds,
unbeaten American star Andre Ward. Andre, welcome to our microphones for the first time. Which,
you know, Shane Mosley came out with a power jab in the first couple rounds, and I really like that. But you know, Canelo Alvarez has taken over. He looks poised, he looks strong, he's landing some really good shots, and he like I said, he's when he fights as if he's supposed to be here.
Idols, fans, I mean, how big a fan were you of Mosley growing up?
You know, at some point, fighters are going to get old, and you know, right now the younger fighter's taking control of this fight.
Alvarez is very effective and very impressive when he punches, but he still hasn't been that busy. I mean, he punches in spots. You know, he's looking to knock you out with that 1 or 2 big shots, and in the meantime, you know.
What's your instinct, Andre?
So that's why we see the high guard. He's not taking any silly chances. So again, it's his overall game that's causing him to be successful.
Alvarez's cut has stayed under control. And Miguel Cotto of Mayweather and Cotto throughout their careers, Andre?
Absolutely. Fan of Miguel Cotto. He's been, you know, one of my favorite fighters since day one. Be a tremendous fight tonight. The fans, they're in for a real treat.
Canelo Alvarez now fighting through
like a real champion right now. He looks like a guy who has 40 fights.
My man Emmanuel Stewart, hasn't he, Emmanuel?
Yeah, with Vladimir Klitschko.
He's winning the decision because he's landing more than half of his punches, Emmanuel. That's my take. He's throwing more punches, and over the years, maybe you're right, maybe I'm wrong, because judges have shown that they'll respond to activity. But when Canelo lands, he's knocking Shane's head back.
This is why we all loved Shane for so many years. Canelo has built such...
Canelo landed low, and referee Gennady warned him verbally about it.
But this has been Canelo's best round to me because he's been busy. His volume of punches has picked up this round.
That win prize fights for you, Andre. Where does punching power rank?
Well, I think it's very important. I mean, long, but you know, we're talking about Canelo's power here, but I think his mindset tonight. Some of Shane Mosley's big punches right now, because he's getting hit with some big shots, but he's walking through it.
Do whatever it takes to win that fight against that style. You're brilliant at that.
I just don't like to lose.
25, but he's not landing, as Emmanuel just said.
As a lightweight, he was excellent as a welterweight. But the type of fighter that, for example, Winky Wright, Mayweather, he still has to fight the bigger guy.
That kind of defensive craft the second time around.
Watch your head.
You know, I have a lot of interest in this fight in particular because we just recently made a deal. What the ultimate plan is for this Brundage wins is to fight Canelo Alvarez probably this fall.
Well, surely K9 is watching somewhere tonight. Continues to grow and develop, and if he wins this fight.
Alvarez is also an exciting fighter, as I said, because he's one of the few fighters that punches with full authority. And if he would be busier than this, I mean, he would probably knock Shane out, but he's had to fight the way that he's fighting the last 2 rounds.
Some of his fights against good opponents, he's landing more than half his power shots, and it becomes increasingly questionable.
For a 21-year-old kid, Canelo Alvarez has terrific skills.
Andre Ward said it very well. He has a sophisticated overall approach. He's balanced in his approach to everything that he does. I see him out fighter.
He's a very balanced out fighter. Fight goes on. If he don't knock Shane out, he may have some problems simply because Shane is just so determined he's going to keep working.
For Canelo, it's almost a no-win situation unless he does close the show sensationally. He's not going to get full credit for just beating a 40-year-old Shane Mosley.
Larry, you're in the dressing room interview with Shane with a question about Canelo is landing bombs.
Yeah, Shane is getting, I mean, he's been in fights, high contact fights, but he's getting hit with some.
Very seldom we ever see him fight with a guy that can punch with so much power as this boy has also.
Jose Reynoso.
Pressure on him, and I'm really surprised to take a break or get tired. He's going to have a problem with Shane.
Well, we're a minute into the 8th round, and it appears that if Canelo is going to take a round off or try to get rest, this is the one.
Well, that's one of the few knocks against him is he fights in spurts.
Yeah, he's trying to lull you to sleep. Power shots, one right after another. Boom, boom. That body shot knocked Mosley back 5 feet. Budding shots.
Yep.
Never been knocked out.
Well, that was the Mexican head roll he does. A lot of those guys that do that where they roll their head.
Still working, trying to apply his legendary professionalism. And at 24-44, he's been landing responsibly. He's more or less allowing Mosley to throw to set up his own counter shots.
Moses punching power.
But triples, and when the opportunity presents itself.
Been very calm ever since. Short right hand inside by Canelo.
Your head.
Amazing accuracy throughout the fight for Alvarez. Ripping Mosley to the head over and over.
Mosley's legs have held up better, Tim, than we've seen him in some recent fights.
Just took 2 vicious body shots and a 3rd one, and he's backing away now. Canelo hurt him with the body shots. This is a moment here as Mosley,
for a possible fight against Mayweather, here's where he has the chance to pass the addition.
absolutely right, including in his loss to Floyd Mayweather 2 years ago.
Very big puncher for a 154-pounder.
Well, May.
Harold, how do you have it through 9?
Okay, Jim, I got an 89-82 terrible beating by a young kid who's
Fairly slowly and fairly passively. It's almost as though He's not sure whether Shane has any.
No, he's not sure. And Shane's punches, really the jab is a left hand, but he doesn't have any real authority.
In his prime was a left hook to the body.
That was his best punch, mainly when he was as a lightweight.
He tried it right there.
Maybe that encourages Mosley to keep going, although
Four-punch combination from Alvarez for Shane Mosley coming down the stretch. Not just power shots by definition, they are power shots. Visibly discouraged Shane Mosley won't quit and is determined to finish the fight. To the corner to make a decision if they felt like things were getting too bad, and obviously they don't think so far.
No, you can't stop his fight, you know, in a manner. Just he's getting hit with clean punches that have his head snaring back, but that's Shane. When he punches back, Alvarez has so much more authority and power on his punches.
One of his best punches of the fight didn't bother Canelo in even the slightest degree.
is still standing
And fighting.
Still fighting.
For a third loss in his last 4 fights, and the other was a draw with Sergio Mora.
Well below his bests.
Canelo, as you pointed out earlier, Larry, is getting a huge paycheck.
So that giving Floyd Mayweather.
Canelo here is snatching for the Mexican part. And Miguel Cotto.
One missing food group, Filipinos.
Want to see him win or lose, he attracts them.
Mosley's dutifully trying to work to the body. Canelo is blocking most of the shots with his arms, taking advantage of the opportunity to come upstairs and hit Shane flush.
Fans thinking they're seeing Shane Mosley's last stand. Not about Alvarez tonight.
Well, we always knew he was a good puncher. He fights in spots. There's not that much consistency in him, and he's a very exciting fighter to be.
Across the ring, in the third row, center, Shane Mosley's opposite number for most of his life, Oscar De La Hoya. At the end of the day, Shane lasted 3 more years as a professional now than was the case for Oscar.
He made a lot more money. But there were 2 fighters who defined their times.
Oscar was the one who got the Olympic gold medal in '92. If Shane had made it to the Olympics in Barcelona as everyone had expected him to, he would have been just as big a favorite to win gold as Oscar. Wound up working with and for him at Golden Bull. Forever, their identities will be tied.
Fans standing up all around this arena.
To give Shane Mosley credit for fighting a very courageous fight.
He tried.
He's all the way down the wire to the last few seconds. He's still fighting.
Way more than he gave in his performance against Manny Pacquiao.
So, Canelo